And we have arrived at El Morro National Monument. We're going to visit Inscription Rock and the monument and do a little walk. There's also a free campground there. We'll be checking that out, so come along. El Morro National Monument is located just west of El Malpais National Monument, and there is also a free campground there, which is our first stop. This is the El Morro campground we're pulling into. So this is the El Morro campground. It is free. It is first come, first serve, and there are only about 10 sites. This is number 5 for handicapped. There is a tent spot if they have a tent. But it's all paved. This is beautiful. There's even a water fountain, though I think the water's turned off. Yeah, water's turned off for now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right across from the pit toilet. Seems like these are much smaller campsites. That's number 6 across the street. Must be a tent only. And if I walk back down here, we passed a few coming up. They were pretty small. This one right next to us is larger. So let's go see that one. This one's definitely bigger, so that would be 4. There are recycle bins and trash. Men's and women's pit toilets, which were spotlessly clean. Very impressed. This one is number 7 and it's huge. You could park a 40-foot camper here. That is really nice and long. Lots of trees on both sides. And this is number 8. This is number 9, and it's just a pull along. So you're off the road if you've got a Class A. But what a nice spot for a camp. If you have a tent, wow, that's a pretty sweet tent site. There's a picnic table and a fire pit. Lots of trees. The reason for El Morro National Monument has to do with the signatures on a very large rock, which we are about to visit. And here we are at the visitor center. I think the inside's closed, so we're gonna have to walk around the building. So we're leaving the parking lot area. We checked in with the ranger, and off we go. The Inscription Rock Loop hike is approximately 1 mile from the parking lot in total, and it takes you to this large rock formation which contains the water pool, which brought all the travelers, as well as their inscriptions on the rock. Most of this hike is on a paved trail, but because of the COVID situation, they've rerouted the trail around the visitor center, but it's still easily passable by anyone. You walk right up to the rock. There is a slight hill, but there are benches along the way and spectacular views. This water source was the only guaranteed water source across a large section of desert. We have arrived at the famous water pool down there. And here it is, the famous pool that everyone from ancient times to the conquistadors from Spain to the pioneers coming cross country. This was the water that they came for. There's a lot of cattails here right now, but it is amazing to see such a large body of water in the middle of the desert with these walls protect it and keep it safe and fill it up when it rains and snows. While the travelers stopped here at the pool to fill up on water and to water their horses, many of them carved their names and initials and dates into the rock face all along the front side of this rock. And there are the inscriptions of a couple of women who were pioneers in 1858, traveling from Missouri to California. There's one sister's, and the other sister is up here. Petroglyphs. There are handprints, petroglyphs, and signatures all together in this area. (1866). E. Penn Long, Baltimore. Well, people really had great handwriting back then.
And some of the penmanship is phenomenal.
On the other side of this rock formation is a trail that leads up to the very top of Inscription Rock, where there are ruins of an ancient Puebloan village that you can visit. So what'd you think of Inscription Rock?
Pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, some almost as old as me inscriptions up there.
Well, the petroglyphs were cool too. That's thousands of years of writing and drawing. So we're heading back to the visitor center now in the parking lot. The Inscription Rock was amazing. And next time we come here, we'll do the Mesa Top Ruins, which is an additional 1.5 loop. And I'm sure it will be just as spectacular as this hike was, which was about a mile. This is beautiful, and we highly recommend you check it out if you're ever in the area. So if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos. We have one coming out per week on average, sometimes two. And as I always say, get out there and hug a tree. Thanks for watching.